Hello viewers, this is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online. This is another episode of the Standard Commentary series. And it looks like we haven't missed a whole lot. It looks like Aristocrats, Zulaport Cutthroat, Liliana, and Return to Hagra. So, a Hagra Ramp. And another Hagra. He's got two Retreat to Hagras, which is, ooh, Sorin. That'll make a difference. I was gonna say, the double retreat evens things out quite well, but when you can use Sorin to make creatures in this instance, or I was expecting the +1 and lifelink myself, it kind of makes your gain 1 and lose 1 ability not as good. 5 mana. Explosive Vegetation. What's that one? Yeah, Nissa's Pilgrimage. That was the one that I was thinking of. I just couldn't remember what it was called. Now, the retreat deck isn't in that bad of a position. I mean, he isn't in a great position because he's about to take 8 damage, and he can keep dealing that damage or more every single turn. I mean, every land that he plays is worth 2, but it's not keeping up. He needs to be able to... What is that one? Nissa's Renewal would be a really good one. Languish. That'll save his bacon. Or, I was gonna say, or is he gonna respond? He's gonna take a little bit of damage, but ultimately he's much better off. Unfortunately, he still can't touch Sorin. Four cards in hand for the Aristocrats deck. What is he gonna delve for? Tassiger. +1. This is quite the interesting match. Okay, he plays a land. Blighted Cataract. That's the thing about Retreat to Hagra. The second ability, well, the first ability on the card, the second ability, since it never gets used in these decks, is actually really good too. Giving target creature +1/+0 and Death Touch until end of turn is really good. And Sorin makes another vampire. Hagra is down to 8. Bloodsoaked Champion. Okay, so Hagra is in a lot of trouble here. That is lethal on the board, with or without Sorin. And a Languish will only get rid of the little guys. It won't kill Tassiger. Secure the wastes. That'll buy him some time. Won't stop the flyer, but 1 to get rid of the champion, 5 to get rid of Tassiger. It'll keep him alive, potentially, depending on what the Aristocrats deck plays. And Green Warden of Marasa. Double Eternal Witness. What's he gonna return? Pilgrimage? No, secure the wastes. Smart move. That way he can throw out a bunch of blockers again if he needs to, or maybe we... Oh, really? He's attacking in. Maybe we'll actually see that ability used. And Sorin goes down. Yeah, he was gonna go down. Valorous Stance on the Green Warden. When it dies, you may exile it. If you do, you get to witness again. Brings back Languish. Even though he's at 9, this game is actually very even at the moment. It took him a little bit to decide what he was going to do. Goes straight into the attack phase, attacks all out. Jump block. Gets rid of Bloodsoaked Champion, which he can bring back right now. You could really use some heavy artillery. Something like a Nissa's Renewal would be a pretty good hit right now. He'd gain 10 and deal, well, no, not 10. He'd gain 13 and deal 6. Lighted Cataract to draw 2 cards. He's down to 2 mana. Plays a land. And he doesn't attack. Now he's playing defensively because he really needs to. He needs to keep an eye on his life total because that turn was basically just him being able to draw 2 cards. So he needs to be careful. He could have been aggressive right there and attacked with 3 of his 1/1s because the Bloodsoaked Champion can't block. Tasigur was tapped. It would have left him with 2 blockers so that he could block the Champion and Tasigur. Now here, if he wants to take 2 more damage, he could block Tasigur all out and kill him. But he goes for the chump blocks. Champion goes down again. Zulaport Cutthroat. Now you gotta be careful. He controls. So a Languish would put him down to 2. But I don't really see any other options for him. Hopefully he has a land search in his hand that costs 5 or less. Or if he can play a land, then it'll be 6 or less. If he could throw down Nissa's Renewal and then Languish, that would be really good for him. It'd clear the board and set him up very well. Okay, plays a land that comes into play tapped, so he still only has 5 mana if he's going to Languish. But he's up to 8. Oh, that's a lot of mana he's tapping. And Nissa's Renewal. Okay, so he'll gain 3 life twice from the land, so that's 6. Plus 7 is 13. So he'll be up to 21, and he'll hit him for 6. So he'll be up to 21, and he'll be down to 14. Now the Cutthroat isn't so much of a big deal. Next turn he should be able to Languish and not have to worry about being so low on life. Hidden Dragon Slayer, not morphed. So he's just a 2/1 lifelink. Destroy target creature. It's not destroy target creature an opponent controls. Okay. So honestly, if he didn't have anything else to do, I would have morphed him. That way next turn it would be an extra point of damage and life gain. It may not seem like much, but it can be a big difference. And returns the champion. But also, I just realized he could have just thrown that down specifically for the cutthroat, because we know he's going to languish. It's either that or he's going to play the biggest Secure the Wastes I've ever seen. Sultai Charm. Get rid of Tassiger. Make him indestructible. Languish gets rid of everything except for Tassiger. Zulaport triggers 4 times. Plays a land. Evens things up. And Animist's Awakening. Reveals Forest, Languish, Blighted Woodland, Opulent Palace, Explosive Vegetations. For 5, so it's double. So it's Languish, double Explosive, and 2 lands. And Hidden Dragon Slayer. And brings back the champion. 6, 9, 15 mana. Oh, 16, counting Blighted Woodland. He could play Secure the Wastes for 15. Or, let's see, and this is renewal, so another 13 hit points life gain and 6 life loss on the other side. So he'll be down to 7. And he could sack the Blighted Woodland to throw down another 2 lands to gain another 2, or gain another 4 and deal another 4 to put him down to 3. Explosive Vegetation. He could have just won right there. but we'll see. He might still win anyway. A third Hidden Dragon Slayer. So this is good for 4. Secure the wastes for 5. He's got 2 cards in hand, 4 mana, so play it safe. Okay, he concedes before he can even activate this. But that was a really long match, so I'm going to end the video there. That was black and white Aristocrats, or at least that's what it looks like, and Hagra Ramp. And if you liked what you saw,